Alright, so if you've seen the short that I've mentioned about covering the Bad Batch stuff, well, here it is. So, I'm combining season 1 and 2 because it really blends together. Now, first thing I'd like to point out is I think I know where Kennedy got her revised Palpatine thing. There's just so much focusing on the finding out how to make the Metachlorian or M count transfer into something, and I mean, it's super important to Palpatine, and like, granted, maybe it's just their hope of trying to build it up. I'd actually have to and figure out which order this stuff's supposed to go in, but timeline order, yeah, not really happy about the Palpatine coming back. I wish we had George Lucas's original idea before the older fans ruined the episode 3 by hating a character so much that it almost put Lucas in tears. It's really kind of sad. But, man, this has been so cool, and the only thing I'm like, man, I realize we ain't getting a live action of this because that would be so hard to find characters that could give each one of them justice. But this has been so cool. Having, like, clones that were Bad Batch, but actually, like, excelled in different things. It's almost like they were looking at the different components to make a perfect and more advanced clone than Boba. And that's kind of cool. Just the amount of failed missions was kind of disappointing. It was like, Disney, come on, stop making them fail so much and only succeed off screen. The world building was really cool. The different characters that we got to meet on that island and seeing why they had all their buildings built like way higher up, that was pretty cool. I will say that it more than most things felt like some of the Star Wars we need. There's maybe an unpopular opinion, but I feel like we should try and focus not all the time on Force stuff. Like, I can't remember the name of the series that led up to Rogue One, the movie, Andor. That was like peak Star Wars, man. Like, just peak. Like, people say that Disney does so much wrong, but like, I don't know, man. People hate on Disney because of Legends and EU, and that shit's not even canon and hasn't been since George Lucas canceled it all. I mean, look, if you believe in Lucas canon, it's episode 1 through 6. You believe in Disney canon, it's episode 1 through 6 and everything Disney did. There's not an official canon that's respectable anymore. Like, you Legends fans wanted Star Wars Z, and Extended Universe fans wanted to just shit on the one rule y'all had. Like, come on, man. Y'all had a dude open his IP up to the world for all of us to build, and y'all had to break the one rule. That's bad. But the ones that hate on this stuff, dude, Bad Batch is amazing. All of Mandalorian's been amazing. So, I don't get it. I think this show, like, has been amazing. I cannot wait to see, like some of my hopes are that, oh yeah, obviously they're going to get Omega back, like, duh. But I really, really hope that Crosshair comes back. Like, man. That the episode where they were on the home world where the clones were made. Not remember the name right now. But, yeah, I thought it was going to leave with him. Finding out he never had, and like he took the thing out of his head a long time ago and this was just him? That was a bit rough to figure out. I hope we get to see that character arc where he returns. I hope we get to see, like, what's happened to all the clones. Like, this has been a good amount of time since Order 66. So it'd be really interesting to see some of that world building that left us where we should come into on Rebels and other shows like that. It's really good filling in the spaces. I think we're gonna have not just this Ventress show up, but I think there's going to be a Sith somewhere besides Vader. The lack of showing one when we all know that, you know, Vader could be around, it just screams that there's something missing, and I'm almost willing to bet we're going to see something. I don't think it's just going to be Vader. I think we're going to see someone like, you know, potentially Baylan. We're going to see one of these Sith that's not, you know, Palpatine or Anakin. Well, Vader. I think this would be a great opportunity to actually bring one of the fan favorite Siths that are alive in the extended universe or Legends or some of the video games. I don't know the video games lore that much. Not been a huge fan of Star Wars games. Maybe all the Battlefronts on the newer side have ruined that for me. Funnest thing about that game was running around as Vader in the load up screen while the game's loading. I kept playing that for hours. The actual game, I think I spent about an hour, did everything I could, and then realized without the internet, I'm not going anywhere with this. That was just kind of a weird era of PS4, 360 kind of stuff, and wasn't that big of a fan. But I don't know that stories as much, nor the how canonical it is, how many continuity errors there is. Not really my forte on that, but I'm really excited. If y'all would like to see, you know, an honest take, not one that just shits on Disney, because that seems to be a trend, or an anti-fan's opinion, or a fake fan's opinion. Hey, I'm going to be covering in short and long form each episode by episode. I was waiting until 5 came out so that I could actually kind of more rapidly install them and put them out. And, you know, by the time the final episode came out, I'd be doing the last 1, 2, or 3 episodes, depending on how it lines up with how many we get. But yeah, I'd love to have y'all come join in more often. This is some first time I'm stepping into the Star Wars fandom stuff. Hey, tell me what y'all think. And tell me what some of y'all's predictions are. What do you think's going to happen? What other stuff in the timeline do you think they're going to throw in that's going to surprise us? Do you think another Sith might show up besides Vader? And if so, which ones? Let me know in the comments down below. Y'all, have a wonderful day.